answering your questions about retirement. It's Money Talk with Michael Eastham.
I'm worried about affording healthcare as I age. How can I prepare for these increasing expenses?
The impact of healthcare costs and inflation on healthcare costs is certainly something you have to take into consideration when you're planning for a 30-year retirement. And I always tell folks it's so much more important to plan for a 30-year retirement, even if you only live 20 years in retirement. It's better to do that than to plan for 20 and live 30. You don't want to run out of money, and I don't want that to happen to you either. But I will tell you, healthcare costs are one of those areas that can be kind of a gotcha if you're not prepared for it, because inflation on healthcare costs tends to be nearly double at times what normal consumer inflation is. So when you don't need healthcare until later in your retirement, then the cost for healthcare can be double or even triple what they are today. So that means that you have to identify, how do I have an inflation hedge in my investments? One of the best ways to do that is to ensure that you are not spending all of the income that is being generated from your accounts, because by not spending all of the income, you can reinvest that income and create more income down the road. That's a natural, organic inflation hedge. If you're fortunate enough to have all the income that you need and all the income that you want already being generated from your, not only your pensions, for example, and Social Security and your investments, and you still have some discretionary assets, well, a good hedge fund could also be provided through growth investments. So you could allocate some of your investments, the discretionary amounts, towards things that may likely grow over time, because maybe you won't need them for the next 10 years. You just want to make sure you've got a strategy in place. If you're still working and your employer offers a certain type of health plan, then you may be able to continue to put money into an HSA or health savings account, and that can be a good hedge for healthcare costs down the road as well. So a few different areas, but you've got to be strategic about it and certainly think ahead. Always planning for that 30-year retirement. Hope that helps. That was a great question. And if you like more content like this on a weekly basis, make sure you like and subscribe to this video, and we'll make sure we get it out to you. Thanks so much.